I caught up with Edoardo Camilli, the CEO and co-founder of Hozint Intelligence here in Brussels. We're on the main square here in Brussels. This is a beautiful part of the city that we don't see. We've been seeing the neighborhoods where jihadi has been taking hold, and we've been hearing a lot about the intelligence failures. From your perspective, as you've seen this unfold, what are the key problems here with the intelligence communities?
There are many different problems that can be layered in this specific situation. First of all, of course, there was a lack of intelligence, a lack of information coming towards the intelligence officer to prevent what actually happened. The second main issue is that after the arrest of Abdeslam, which stayed in Brussels for actually 4 months after Brussels attacks, it was a clear indication that he could rely upon a wide network of facilitators.
There have been reports about how police came close in a number of situations to catching any number of these terrorists, and there are very unique laws or regulations in place. For example, they weren't able to actually conduct raids overnight.
This is true. The situation is now changing, of course, but it was a very emblematic event. Abdeslam could have been arrested months ago when he was detected inside an apartment, but the security officers could not raid the apartment because they didn't receive the authorization. Another major example, and this is one of the main differences with France, for instance, is the possibility to declare a state of emergency, which allows the security forces to carry out raids without the permission of the judiciary.
There also seems to be some distrust among intelligence agencies. For example, I know in Brussels there are 19 different municipalities, 19 different police forces, 19 different mayors in these different areas within one city. And so that's just like sort of one example of how there's so many different people who may be getting pieces of information but not willing to share.
This is probably one of the cases, and every time you have only two agencies, one external and one internal for the homeland security, and this is regarding the problem in Brussels and related to also foreign fighters, which is a problem it will start domestic, becomes external, and then comes back domestic. The exchange of information is of paramount importance, and here apparently the community, the municipalities, they don't really have a sense of what is happening within their own small territory. So there is, of course, a problem of intelligence sharing within Brussels. There is an intelligence sharing problem within the European Union, but also within NATO.
This is your home, so this isn't just your business, because this is your area of expertise, but you live here. You've lived here for 5 years, coming here from Italy. Given everything we've just talked about, do you feel safe here?
At this very stage, no. And the reason is that at the time of speaking, there are so many search operations across Brussels, and so many hideouts are discovered, so much explosive is discovered. That means probably the Belgian authorities, the Belgian intelligence has no real sense of how many potential attacks and would-be terrorists there are in the territory. The current situation, the current searches could also lead to other attacks. What we experienced on Tuesday was probably planned a month ago. Before the arrest of Abdeslam, there could be other cells that are now feeling that the security officers are really about to catch them and will decide to carry out other attacks. So at the moment, I don't think that Brussels is a safe place.
Edoardo told me what I've heard from a lot of people here. They're nervous, but they don't want to let the terrorists win, and they would not consider leaving Brussels.